Good morning, everyone. It's NBA betting today on the SportX Insights YouTube channel. It's my guy knows a guy. If you guys can, take a second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Yesterday, it was abysmal. 1-4, picked pretty badly. A couple of spots I feel like we could have hit, like DeMar DeRozan. He hit a three at the end of the game. That's how it goes. But definitely was trapped in on the Sun spread and the Cavaliers spread as well. I thought at least one of the two would come through. The Cavaliers game looked actually looked crazy. If you guys were watching yesterday morning, I said Cade Cunningham was likely. It's a player that I have familiarity with. Cade Cunningham would have a pretty good game yesterday. I didn't think that would translate to me losing my money. The Cavs are still a quality team, but it was one of those betting spots where the Pistons just looked like an above average team for a day, but I'll continue to fade them for the rest of the season in the right spots. Good morning, everyone. Take a second to hit the like button. This show is going to be really brief because I only have one pick right now. I have two picks that I do have a lean on, but I did not place a bet on them. I'm actually going to tweet the pick as soon as I get off this right now because the line movement is not favorable to everyone that's going to follow this pick. If you don't like the pick, it's completely fine. But just here to share the research, share the insights every single day, and try to make as much money in the NBA markets as possible. So, hell yeah, I will do that. Good morning, Joe, Eric, Barney. A lot to unpack from yesterday's schedule, but we're on to the next day. Not too much time to do that. My pick today comes in the matchup between the New York Knicks and the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings are a team that is essentially in free fall. The Knicks are personally on a 3-game losing streak as well, but you zoom in, look at the last 3 results. They were against teams that are pretty much the class of the conference besides the Chicago Bulls. They played the Cavs, the Heat, and the Bucks all on the road. They were competitive in maybe only one of those games. Maybe you could say 1.5. They were competitive against the Bucks for stretches in that game. But the key today is going to be the paint for the Sacramento Kings, offensive rebounding effort. There are a lot of trade rumors as well within the New York Knicks organization, as well as the Sacramento Kings. This could be an audition for certain players, but on the Knicks side of things, I think that they're going to be able to dominate in the paint against the Sacramento Kings. Their point differentials -24 over the last 3 games. If you guys remember, on Saturday watching the live stream, let me just do one thing real quick. Yeah, if you remember watching the live stream on Saturday when the Sacramento Kings played against the Philadelphia 76ers, I didn't think that Tyrese Halliburton would drop, 38, 39 points against the Sixers, but I did say that I would not be surprised if the Kings are performing in that game and if they were winning in the first half. I just don't think that's going to carry over today against the Knicks team that, looking at the standings, they're only 1 game behind the Atlanta Hawks. There's an arms race in the East. I've been saying it for the last 5 to 6 days amongst the Raptors, the Hornets, the Celtics. You can even throw the Sixers in there as well. They have a bit of a gap between these other teams, the Hawks and the Knicks. Who's going to be in, who's going to be out. Certain teams are going to be kicking it into high gear. I foresee the New York Knicks to cover today. I personally bet this game at -5.5. It's jumped a full point since I tweeted that I was going to go live. I still like it at -6. I bet the Knicks at -5.5, and I will ride with the people on -6. Let's see if De'Aaron Fox comes back for this game. I think if he comes back, he could destabilize this Kings team. A couple of tidbits data-wise. 1 second, everyone, and I will get out of here. It's really just short and sweet. Today, I'm riding with the Knicks. I was looking at the Blazers and the Celtics. Also, teams' motivation is a big factor for those teams today in terms of the standings. When you look at the Blazers against the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA from my hometown, really good guy, balling for the. He's really balling and living up to the $175 million contract. A parlay. Yeah, facts. No parlays for me, but I do like Emmanuel quickly to go over his points prop total in the Knicks game later on today. The market is not offered right now, but against teams that have inferior defensive backcourts, the bench is going to decide this game for the Knicks today, everyone. The bench has been playing stellar, even in the games that they've been losing. They're once again embarrassing the starting 5 of the New York Knicks, but the bench is going to decide this game today, and I think the bench of the New York Knicks is going to get us the cover against the Knicks today. I can probably come on later again and break down some of these other games on the card if you guys want. Let me know in the chat. There is a lot of injury news in the NBA today, okay? So I'm kind of all over the place right now, but Knicks right now, -5.5. I still like them at -6. I bet it on sportx.bet. And 1 second. Yeah, the Kings, we already know they're 13th in the West. They're 4 games behind the Blazers. They're entering that territory where their season is going to be getting away from them. They still have a couple of pieces where they can be competitive. I know not everyone wants to trust the Knicks right now, but against teams that are under 500, coming off of 3 straight losses, 2 ATS losses, I think we get a quality Knicks side today, and that's what I bet my money on. So let's try to get some money today. The Kings, they're 3-12, okay, since December 31st. A lot of those losses came against teams that are currently in the playoffs, so the Kings did have a bit of a difficult schedule today, but I will fade these guys today. Yeah, let's have a comeback today. I do want to say with the Blazers, right? The Thunder without SGA. I'm locked in on these teams that are tanking everyone, that are going for the number 1 pick, teams that are not going to be putting their best effort forward in the second half. Is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander truly hurt? It's not my place to really question this guy. I do believe he's a stand-up athlete, but we go to last season. The Rockets and the Thunder did this same bullshit last season, and we faded them to oblivion last year, okay? Things do not trend well for the OKC Thunder. They're locked. They're going for the number 1 pick with the Magic, with the Pistons, with the Thunder. They have entered their hat in the tank race. They did the same thing last year. I won't be surprised if the Blazers cover. The only reason I did not bet it right now is because of the rest factor for the Blazers, and I'll probably wait for the lineups. I can come on, share some more plays later, and share the information when I do bet it, but I think the Blazers match up favorably. It's just that it's the second night of a back-to-back, but without SGA, it's difficult to make a case for the Thunder today. I know they have Lou Dort, they have Josh Giddey, but my stance right now is to wait until after this first game, if I don't bet it today, and then I will be fading the Thunder without SGA, because organizational intent is a really big thing for me in the NBA, and I feel like I know this Thunder team. Wait for De'Aaron Fox if you're scared on this game, if you think he's going to be a factor. Some people on Twitter are saying he's going to be auditioning for the New York Knicks today, but that's it. Sports betting is rough. Even the Bulls, 96 Bulls, they win 72-10, everyone. You can't win them all. Let's try to bounce back today and get some money. New York Knicks, for me, against the Sacramento Kings. I am looking at the Blazers and the Celtics. There's injury report news in those games. Jimmy Butler for the Heat, and we already know about SGA being out for the Thunder. Let's see which teams really want to climb up in the standings today, something that I'm watching very, very closely. I think the Knicks, what do I think about Portland? I like Portland. Portland will end up being one of the most public plays of the day. They told us about the news with SGA at an early juncture. Let's see how the rest of these games go. I have some more thoughts. I just didn't finalize everything on the card today, so I'll either share here on YouTube or on Twitter, preferably both, for the rest of the card. We just got some breaking news, everyone. You might want to smash it right now. Let me show you guys something about SportX as well. Look, I can place the bet right now. It's Joel Embiid is out. Joel Embiid is out, everyone. The line on SportX is, if you have an account on SportX, is still -2 Philly. It might not change for about 2 minutes, everyone. It might not change for about 2 minutes. Check it out. Check out the platform. Check out the odds on sportx.bet. It's already off the board for the other books. Joel Embiid is out. I'm placing a sprinkle on the Memphis Grizzlies +110 right here, and let's see how it goes. It won't be +110 in about 10 minutes. I promise you that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that as a small bet. Memphis Grizzlies +110. Could be a mob game. Wow, +4.5. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'll come back, though. I'll come back with insights for every single game today, okay? I just wanted to share that because I saw the New York Knicks line getting away from us. So I came on and shared regular time. It's NBA betting today. Visit the platform on the screen, sportx.bet, crypto sportsbook owned by its community. And and follow me on Twitter at MyGuyKnowsAGuy. More YouTube content on the way, more Twitter content on the way. You guys enjoy your day. I'm riding with the Knicks today, and I do want to share that depending on the line, I'll wait for the line though. I'm probably going to take Emmanuel Quickly's points total over under the reasoning that the bench for the Knicks are taking flight today. See you guys later. Hope you guys enjoy the content. About 100 people watching the video. Let's get 100 likes on the video and continue our work through the rest of the season. See you guys later.